Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Panda, I see you're in. You've been first to 10 streams. I thought we'd just kind of open this up. For people to join while we're sending out everything. I think this time we're gonna do. I quite liked having. Let's do this. I think. Okay, so anyway, I don't have my King of the Castle. Wait, let me just look at this. And then for my this is locked. So this will be locked. You want these to be moved down. Yeah, I don't know how to get rid of the bar for that, so even if I do this, look, it's still there, so I think what we're dealing with right now. I swear it wasn't there before, but I don't even know. I wish I could like crop it so it didn't. Is there a way to crop it? Maybe I have just. Oh, I've done it. Wait, let me see if I can crop this as well. I'm literally just on this. Okay, that looks good. Perfect. So now we have the King of the Castle to play again. So make sure you join. I need to do I'm doing like everything at once. We need to throw in the King of the Castle message. So use exclamation join to join. That needs to be pinned, so make sure you join in. We can't start till we have 3 players, so you know. We are also live on YouTube, but that will be more for VOD reasons, because obviously they can't join in over on YouTube. They need to come over to Twitch to play. If you are on YouTube side, you do need to move over to be able to play. But I feel like it's not. I feel like it's okay because, you know, you're gonna get to see the VOD, basically. I just want to say hi because right now I'm getting Christmas. You're getting Christmas. You're out buying them. That's so exciting. I think for the category, we're the only ones playing this right now. Again. Oh, hang on. I've upset everything. I think YouTube's still going, but I've caused upset to basically everything. We should be back. Okay, perfect. Yeah, everything's fine again. Okay. Hopefully the game reconnects soon. And we also need to send out the going live messages. So okay, right. Is it gonna reconnect? Come on. Or do I need to restart? Let me restart it. Because YouTube and everything is working. Let's just quickly restart. Yeah, and I also need to throw in that were the pings for Twitch. Twitch Live and YouTube Live now we have. So there we go. None of these are what we just started. Okay. Back. New Dynasty. We'll do it again. Because last time there was a rebellion and we lost. Okay. So now I'm just going to quickly send out the going live messages on everything while we wait for people to join. Whoa, that's not what we want. We'll join in a bit. Okay. Welcome in. What did you get? Marigold. Copy. Okay, that's on there. Ooh. Let me just quickly post it on like YouTube, not YouTube, X and things. I really wish I'd had chance to make a thumbnail. Maybe I'll have time to do that now. Eden, welcome in. How are you? I really want to make a thumbnail quickly for it, so you're all going to be subjected to that while we wait for the people to come in to join the game. How are you? You're good. You got a Christmas cactus as well. You're so in theme right now. 25 flower. Thank you so much. I'm good. I'm looking forward to King of the Castle again. I don't know. It feels like it's been a while since we played it. It has been a while, I think, actually, since we played it. Maybe that's why. I need to get rid of... No, I didn't mean to duplicate that. I want to get rid of all these. No, come back. Okay, there we go. Are you gonna join us, Eden, for King of the Castle? I need it to be... How do you join? You do ! join, and then if you do she, her, it'll give your pronouns or whatever pronouns you want, or you can just do ! join, and it'll just give you they, them pronouns. It does say at the top here, you can also choose which region you want to join, so you can do join barons, counts, or grandees. I don't know why it's telling me that that's the colour, because it's very much not. I'm making myself a thumbnail so I can post it. Because we got time. Oh, you're on the counts. So the way this game works, for if you haven't played before, you basically like vote to make decisions, and your aim is obviously for your like faction to win. The the fan base is very dedicated to this game, so like when people start to join, you'll pick it up very quickly from them. I don't think I can give it a thumbnail right now, can I? I think I can. No, I can't. Can I? No. Oh wait, no, I can. It is working, right? I still have to like get the hang of this YouTube thing. There we go. I've got it. Okay, right. Throw my thumbnail up. Perfect. And now I can post it on Twitch, Twitter and everything. So, but yeah, before like we started to do Tavern Keeper, we did a Twitch integration night every Thursday. So like King of the Castle was the game. So like it was like an interactive fun thing we all did. And that kind of fell off a little bit, but it's back. Jazz, welcome in. You also got a Christmas cactus. What is going on? Make sure you join the game, Jazz. We're going to be playing King of the Castle. Even if you're only here for a little bit, it's fine. So let me do Twitch. 'Tis the season for cactus. It is. That is not what I wanted. I accidentally just pasted the photo again. And then you don't forget we are live over on the YouTube side as well. But like I say, they're just more for VOD reasons. They can't actually play with us unless you hop on over to Twitch. It's kind of sucks that we can't include them in this, but you know, Twitch integration I can only do so much. Yeah, there's not really a way for us to like include it, I guess. Yeah, we can't actually start until we get like a full till we get all 3 teams join. So we'll just be chatting until then. But this game is actually really fun because like I also play during the game, but like it's like all of you guys are against me, if that makes sense. But you're also against each other. And you're kind of like advisors, so you will be like voting decisions for me, but also for yourselves. You vote. So there's like general voting where all of the nobles vote for a decision for me, and then you'll also vote within your factions for things for yourself, which I think is really fun. Oh, Eden, you got a 3 stream streak as well. How did I completely miss that? But we are so close as well to 275 this month. Oh, Jazz, where are you? You're in the Grandies. You can't see it behind me, but you'll be able to see it when we load it into the game. Now, all we need is Seth to join. amazing. It is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun when we get into it. I feel like this is like a hidden gem game. I think I got this game potentially last year's Jingle Jam collection, and I can't remember whether it was Jingle Jam or a different bundle, but I got it through something like that. And then we randomly were on stream one day and we were like, oh, I don't have a feeling about this game. Let's play something different. And we kind of just stumbled upon this game because it was like, we were just chilling, chatting and chilling. And I was like, this could be fun for us, like, while we're talking and whatever, to play a game together. And then all of a sudden, I play this game and I realized it had such a dedicated fan base. And it was insane. Like, I think it was, like, the highest view I've ever had. I think we had, like, 30 people in here playing this game at one point. And it was absolutely insane. And everyone loved it. And it was so much fun. But we can't actually... But, yeah, it's chaos once you get into it. Chaos. I've also been, like, since the Jingle Jam collection released, I've also been, like, sucked into Rusty's retirement. I know it's not a new game, but I am thoroughly enjoying it. So I've kind of got it, like, running at the same time because... can't miss out on, getting those crops in. But I've been absolutely loving it. But yeah, how is everyone? How's everyone's Christmas shopping going if you do celebrate Christmas? I know we're still pretty early, but I know I've heard a few people say they're already so busy with it. I know we're only on the 4th, which is kind of insane. You're tired and working. Ugh. I know you were saying, like, you're driving on, like, the really icy parts where I don't know about other people, but we don't have snow here at the moment. Welcome in. You're on the Baron, so we can start if we want, but I feel like we should wait a few more seconds. You're in the store now. I have so much you need to get done. Oh my gosh, I know. I still haven't got the decorations up or anything like that. I've literally just been, like, still unpacking some boxes, like, slowly and surely, but from when we moved, and I'm trying to, like, organize, like, my TBR for December and things for reading. You are Baron. I see you're pretty happy about it. You could have picked. We are literally in the beginning. You could have picked a different one if you really wanted. But yeah, we'll just give it, like, a couple more minutes, and then we'll start the game. But welcome in. Glad to have you here. I don't feel like we've done this combination before. I quite enjoyed last time the counts were planning to make me... I needed a game to pick a faction. Oh, right. I forget that's only for the players who own the game. Sorry about that. I forgot. Last time the counts were trying to make me into a vampire, and I thought that was pretty interesting, so I threw them back in here because I really enjoyed that plot line, but we never got to see it through because the rebellion. Okay, Seth, you are on the Grandies with Jazz. I think we shall start in, like, literally a couple of minutes. I forget the typical counts. Yeah, I know. I think that's the first time actually I had that, because we've only played this like 4 or 5 times on stream. So I haven't, like, got used to all of the different, like, plot points and things, events that happen in the game. I'm still learning a lot of it. Like, and like last time I lost because of the rebellion. That was the first rebellion I'd had. So, but we're still learning and things. Like, a lot of people seem to know when certain events come up what's happening. I don't. So I'm just, like, blindly voting for them. But yeah, that was the first time we had a rebellion. I would love to win a rebellion, but it just kind of was overwhelming because it was, like, 2 against, like, me and one of the factions, and they had a really, really weak military. And I think I went for military, ironically, and my military was so poor. Viva Revolution, literally. Good luck with that. Yeah, I know. I don't see how it's possible to win a rebellion, but I would love to. Literally impossible to win. I know. Like, as I was doing it, I was like, how does one even begin to win this? Like, it was just overtaking me. But I'd like to win one. But I feel like the only way you could win one is if, like, people were stupid enough to start a rebellion with a low military, and I just had, like, one like of the factions turn against me. But the chances of that happening are probably none, because everyone is so, like, experienced in this community of playing, so they know not to start a rebellion if they're not gonna win. Shall we begin? So I know not everyone has played this before, so we'll go through it every time like we normally do. So these are like the typical ones that you get like when we start. So council instruction, path to victory, and coronation. So these are the events that are happening. When they're in this blue, that means they're mine. They're for the monarch. So these will typically be events that everyone votes on. So, and to vote, you'll literally just do like exclamation mark vote, and then you'll pick A, B, C, D. And it's pretty simple. The only real difficult one is when you kind of do the bidding. But other than that, I normally give plenty of time to everyone. Now that you're the queen, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Your nobles hail from across the kingdom, the desolate east, the scorching south, and of course, the bleak march. So we're going to introduce ourselves to each one. An honour to finally make your acquaintance, your grace. May you escape the doom that befell your predecessor. May the ninth god bless your reign, your majesty. I trust you will conduct yourself with honour and faith. Seth is always on the Grandies, I swear. I'm holding, like, a grudge from that time he dug up that body and killed me with it. When he dug up, like, his uncle, and the body decided that I was unworthy or something, and then it killed me, and that's how I lost my very first run. I'm holding a grudge. I'm holding a grudge from when you dug up that stupid body. I'm, like, waiting for that event to pop up again and you to be like, well, for the love of it, I've got to pick it again. I didn't vote. I know I didn't vote for it, but you did it. So it's your fault. You know? It's your fault. Hail and well met, my liege. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue with each other and demand your favour. You sigh and sit back. Is this what the council is like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs. I voted for the option that killed you, yes, but that chap chose that fate. Sounds like blaming to me. The spy, your majesty. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? I feel like the military one is... I'm not experienced enough for that, so I should stop that. I'm going to go with Peacekeeper. An admirable aim. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's stability as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, your majesty. And then coronation. So this will be everyone's first vote. So this will be like a tutorial on how to do it, you know. Your majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time. Why the hurry? Peace? That's work. War. You're so going to fail this. Oh gosh. To delay any longer would make the nobles restless. And when nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back. Very well then, what must I do? As tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Of course. Shall we call the nobles in? Okay. So... Mm, I feel like all these are pretty good. So I don't really want to use any of my votes. So now everyone is able to vote. So if you haven't done so before, just follow everyone else's suit, you know. I have won, like, once before. So, you know, not to brag, practically a professional. But I think I've won once. I lost once to Rebellion. I lost once to Dying. Get in the water. Oh my gosh. I can't remember how else. Host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine. I want to do C, but I'm nice. Everyone's tying the votes. Guys, please. Okay, so that means I split the vote now. So when we tie, I split it. This is a difficult one. The counts are so boring. I kind of want to host a lavish parade with jugglers, but then it's a lot of money to get rid of. But yeah, I feel like I can afford. I'll get in the water. Guys. It is decided the queen will be thrown into the river. What kind of coronation is that? A very traditional ceremony dating back to Queen Alma the Wise. It's meant to represent you being reborn as a true queen. The nobles pick you up and carry you out to the Treadwater River, hurling you into the shallow water with a cheer. When you climb back up the banks, soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places the crown upon your head. Is it your imagination or are some of the nobles' stifling giggles? Okay, so now the season will end. So we do always have 3 events per season. And this time you will all be voting on what you want your kind of goal to be now for the game. Baptized by the river. So this is where you will vote as a faction. Welcome in. Shall we see where you've joined? You've joined the Count. You're with Eden. So history nerd. It's your eccentric marcher orator stands before a blazing hearth, yelling at full volume. When have the barons of the marcher backed down from a fight? Never. I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful queen, on the throne. So, I'm pretty sure it's just you. So, pick whatever you like, obviously, and then we can move on because it is just you. Welcome to the club. Doppelganger, I think I've seen, but we've never had it fully play out, I don't think. I'm not sure. You're going to do an uprising. I don't think I've ever had uprising, so that'll be interesting. You can't vote, Jazz. You can only vote for grandees, so I'll tell you when you can vote. The barons plan to incite a peasant uprising to overthrow the queen. I'm going to tear your castle to the ground before swooping in to steal the throne for themselves. To advance their scheme, the barons must raise the treasury to 200 or more in 2 seasons. I should have spent that money. Okay, so the counts. So that's Eden and Kat. You know, let's do some head chopping. So Cat Dynasty, a legendary Eastern elder, leans delicately on a podium, speaking in a melodious voice. My fellow counts, in ancient times the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false Queen Rose wears the crown. So what would you like to pick? Intimidation, ascension, or possession? So this is where, like I say, all of those who are the purple team, accounts, you'll be voting. Possession. Seth, you can't even vote. You're just manifesting possession. Okay, you got your wish. Everyone wants possession. It does sound interesting. I don't know if we've had possession either. I think it's been picked, but I've never seen it play out. The Counts plan to summon a demon to possess the Queen, putting her totally under their control. First, they must lull the Queen into a false sense of security. I know I'm encouraging them. To advance the scheme, the Counts must lower their defiance to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Okay, Jazz, this is you. It literally is you. Jazz, the Jazz lineage. Powerful former priest stands bathed in sunshine, ranting in a fury. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain on our honour. We must not allow it to go unanswered. So, what kind of goal do you want? The Jazz lineage. Yeah? You had a problem? So, the sorcery, subterfuge, and excommunication. Sorcery. It does sound pretty good. Sorcery sounds fun. Seth doesn't even want to vote. Seth doesn't care. He's had so much to say and now nothing. Sorcery sounds... It does. I can't... There are no words. Seth doesn't even want to vote. Aren't you supposed to be the holy ones? That's why they're experienced in sorcery. Yeah, so no one cares about your vote. Go away. The grandees plan to make a bargain with a wizard. Oh, I've seen this one before, but you never actually got it to fill out. These immortal spellcasters seldom get involved in political squabbles, but perhaps if the Queen was considered a threat to their autonomy... It's like sorcery. Just a little, just dabbling. To advance their... I am a level 7 mage, how dare you? To advance their scheme, the grandees must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Okay, so this is everyone's goals. Everyone should be aware of what their goal is. Hopefully. I kind of want to just take a look at that while I just quickly make the cam box smaller. Because I'm kind of conscious that it's kind of covering the thing a bit, so I want it to be a bit smaller, you know. Okay, perfect. I don't want it to be covering anything, so there we go. Just a bit of holy sorcery sounds fine to me. So this is where I get a choice. So I'm going to go for the iron choice. I love that one. Okay, what do we get? The Honor Guard. This is a classic one. We need a need for horses and Hordling attack. So let me pick my Honor Guard first. As is tradition, each region offers a selection of elite guards. The Counts were knights of the Order of the Drowned Rose. The Grandees were the fierce battle nuns from the Sisterhood of Steel, and the Barons offer a squad of battle-hardened veteran soldiers. Unfortunately, we can't recruit the March of Veterans. There's been a major scandal. Some of them were making up military records. The medals were made of tin and the scars were farming accidents. They won't come to the capital until this blows over. You'll need to pick someone else. We've never had that before. The Order of the Drowned Rose are highly respectable. They understand palace etiquette, but it's been years since they fought an actual battle. They mostly write poems these days. Okay. Tell me about the battle nuns. Terrifying warriors. They've sworn a vow of silence, so at least they won't spill state secrets. But their faith and loyalty is to the church above all else, even your safety. What about foreign mercenaries? A band of fearsome fighters from the Tatterlands called the Battle-Bidden Brethren. They specialise in bodyguard work, but they're costly, and hiring foreigners will betray a lack of confidence in our kingdom's fighters. I kind of want to go with foreign mercenaries purely because of the treasury issue. I kind of need to get that down, so the barons can't win, and we've never picked them, so I kind of just want to. Foreign mercenaries, but my authority will drop, but that's good. Not too good, but good. The battle-bidden brethren arrive a few weeks later. You've never seen such a gang of huge, unpleasant-looking cutthroats, sneering and smirking and clearing their fingernails with daggers. Your fears are assured by their commander, a grey-haired man, who calmly explains the service they provide. As long as the coin doesn't run out, they'll sacrifice themselves to the last man on your behalf. Okay. Let's go for Hordling attack first. So this is in the Grandies. This is in the south. Your Highness, I'm ruined. Hordlings have occupied my vineyard and driven my staff away. Let's assemble the council. Ninth bless you, Your Highness. We've seen this one before. So are we going to A, burn the vineyard with the Hordlings inside, strong arm the other grannies into sending military help, or hire an adventurer from the guild to investigate? I would like to veto burning the vineyard with the Hordlings inside. That's just asking for trouble. The heck's a Hordling? It's like a little gremlin thing that's just there, basically, causing trouble. You were already in, Chaz, like straight away with strong. We're going to send other grandies in with military help. What is your military? You're only on a 4. How do you think you're going to afford? I think I left earlier because I left. No, you're still there. You're still in the Barons. Don't worry. Why can't we burn down the village? Rigged. We're not burning down the village anyway. It's just the vineyard. You want to burn down Seth's vineyard? I'm sensing that we all kind of want the military help, and we need wine. Priority is we need wine. Fair enough. Can't argue with that, can you? We need wine. Vote 6. Seth, you're very passionate about this. Like, what is all the capitals about? I don't know. I feel like we should hire an adventurer. But I'm also conscious I don't want to lose too much money. But I think we're going to hire an adventurer from the guild. I don't feel like military is the way forward. Making Rose go broke. You dip into the treasury to hire a stern-faced adventurer from the guild. Never fear, Your Majesty, I can drive them out without collateral damage. You denied me my vote. I shall have my payback. Okay, Your Highness, I've been thinking. Marcher soldiers are without peer, but our armies could always be stronger. What we really need are better horses. But the best don't come cheap. The Ashmedians have a surplus of destriers at the moment. Horses are bred for war. Perhaps the crown could go halves with the barons to acquire some. For the good of the kingdom, of course. Well, we can't afford to purchase the horses. We can discourage the barons' reliance on war horses, encourage the barons to breed their own. Yeah, so I feel like I'm going to go with encourage them. So the voting is open. We want damage. I'm kind of sad I can't afford to buy the horses now. We can't steal the horses. Oh my gosh. But that should be an option. Stealing the horses. Although that might declare war, you know. Can we really afford war right now? Like 60% is a pretty good chance. Give me my horses. I gotta wait before Seth shouts at me, being like, "You denied me my vote." Not that his vote really matters, but he gets upset, you know. I'm praying to the ninth god right now for luck. You need it. 60%. It's good, but not brilliant. I really hope we do get horses. I would love for them to have horses. I think that's so cute. But, you know, 60% is the worst one. Yeah, but surely it could be lower. Surely it could be worse. 60% is, you know, 60%. It's over half. Vote B, thank you. I've seen five of them more often. Ooh. Okay. Are we ready? Do we think it's going to be successful? Well, unlucky. They try their best to learn better horse husbandry, but give up pretty quickly. Oh, hang on. My Discord is popping off. I need to set it to do not disturb. What's the point of all this? It's going to take years for us to see better results, and the Ashmedians have what we need right now. We need to try something else. Damn laziness. Dang it. Burn them. What? You want to burn the enemies for their horses? Okay, this is the auction. So here you can see on the side how much money you have. And the 2 buildings with the most funding will get built. It doesn't matter the colour. Anyone can vote for any building. But as you see at the top, this is how you vote. So you'll do !fund. Pick a letter for what you want built. So like !fund, C for prison. And then you can do up to 1,000. But you only have 60 seconds. So everyone get ready. We're going to start the auction. No, just wait. We haven't started. Okay, we've begun. Now, do it again. Like I said, steal the horses, burn the bad farmers. Oh my gosh. You want to burn History Nerd? That's so mean. Jazz, you've got to do it again. You didn't do it. The voting wasn't open. Do it again. That's it. Why are we even putting things in? You want to lower farming? You didn't. Funding A for farm. You're just counteracting each other. What is happening? Jazz, why have you voted for farming to go down and then farming to go up? What are you doing? What's happening right now? Okay, right. So, you guys. Nothing's happened, basically. Farming up, farming down. Okay, finding a spouse. This is an interesting one. Net zero. Why can't I fund stuff? You did fund stuff. Don't worry. You had fun stuff. You funded A. Don't worry. Never mind. Yeah. You couldn't decide. In the twisty passages of your castle, you can avoid your advisors, the nobles, even the spy master. But there's one person you can't avoid. Your mother. Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year. These are stupid. I've been busy. You better find time. Okay, right. Whatever I just say, I'm not interested in love. It's not about love. This is a royal marriage. Just tell me the matter. Okay, whatever. Send everyone. Excellent. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Oh, I forget you don't do it there and then. You do it next time. Is this a horse thing again? Oh my gosh, the horses continue. I know just what we need, Your Highness. So we can't get Ashmedian war horses. That's fine. they're old news anyway. It doesn't matter what breed we have, just how they're equipped. Horse armor. I promise it's only a little bit expensive. Well, Victoria suggests we give our cavaliers fake wings to scare the enemy. A particularly gullible enemy, one must imagine. Perhaps the council has other ideas? We're not giving them eagle wings, guys. Please. Oh my gosh. Try taming a deer. Oh no. I have no words, honestly. I'm gonna put my iron choice on B. Jad, you have to vote. I'm not giving up on my goddamn horses. Try taming deer is crazy. Oh. I like how it doesn't have a percentage. Like, please tell me that means it can work. We're building a wing. Oh, no. The counts want the world to burn. I'd be lying if I said part of me wasn't intrigued to see them trying to tame deers. I can't read. Jazz, you need to do it again. Why are you bullying me? Everyone wanted to see you try and tame deer. Don't you have faith in your deer taming skills? It's a split vote. No one wants to just go and try and improve the training, no? Everyone just wants to go for the ridiculous options of either trying to tame the deer or give them eagle wings. No one's gone for a sensible option. I am intrigued to see what would happen. I don't think either one's going to go well. I feel like the wings aren't fooling anyone. Or trying to tame the deer, because otherwise we actually have to put effort into beating you guys. Oh my gosh. I did, but I misclicked. My lord, I am the most loyal servant in here. Please give me my horses. I don't want to be the one to have to tie the vote because... To break the tie, sorry. Because honestly, I don't know what I want right now. I do kind of want them to have horses. But I am so intrigued to see trying to tame deer. To ride, and I'm even more intrigued that it doesn't have a percentage. Like, what does that mean? We need someone to break the tie desperately. We need Seth. Might take a really quick bathroom break, and I'll leave it on the screen for someone for Seth to vote or break the tie or whatever. But I'll be like 2 seconds while I just quickly pop to the bathroom. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, and I'm back. Oh gosh, we're gonna give them eagle wings. For me, as southerner, I'm from the country where the wing first came from. I want my wing to serve. But it would be yes, I know. Just pray that it works. Oh god, I forgot that that's even a factor. The March's best artisans craft huge golden wings for the troops. These new hussar regiments are tested against a rogue bandit gang in the March. But the wings are badly designed. They keep falling off the hussar's armour and tripping up the horses. The new regiment is slaughtered by the bandit gang, and their shiny wings are sold for a fortune on the black market. Better or worse than the deer? I don't mean to exaggerate, Your Grace, but I believe I have pioneered the most incredible invention in the history of mankind. I was hosting a small party, playing cards with some old friends. I called for a servant to bring me something to eat that was both tasty and convenient, as my hands were occupied. What my servant brought me that evening will change the world forever, Your Majesty. Sounds like the servant invented it. Yes, and he's my employee, so I own the idea. It's not any fair. I can't have anything. Behold. She holds in the air a plate. Atop the plate are 2 slices of bread, with a piece of meat wedged between them. It allows the hungry noble to consume 2 slices of bread plus meat all at once, saving valuable time. Meanwhile, the bread serves as an impregnable barrier, preventing one's hands from being besmirched by meaty juices. Ingenious. Naturally, since this is my invention, I propose we name it after me. In a few years' time, I expect everyone to be enjoying a nice paradise suit for lunch. But naturally, this innovation cannot be made available for free. Every time it's consumed, I expect a small royalty payment. Yes, give her the royalty she deserves. No, they're too delicious to be controlled. To receive a one-time reward, we can't afford that. The servant should be rewarded instead. What was his name again? Damn, Eden. Eden's trying to copyright sandwiches. I have no vote. I have no words for this one. I want to veto the servant because I'm not having to fines go up. I'm vetoing the servant, Judge. You can't do that. They're too delicious to be controlled. The consumption of me. Rigged. You can't vote D. It's V. I'm gonna do it anyways. You can't. Okay, very clearly, we are not giving Eden the right to control this delicious snack. Blood and stars. If you don't reward me, how do you expect to motivate the next great innovator? Eden proved a massively popular luncheon. Bakeries spring up across the east, experimenting with new ingredients. Turns out you can put almost anything between 2 pieces of bread. Gets nothing. Trade. Okay, this is the end of the season. Hidden in a labyrinth beneath an eastern castle, a pair of counts meet to speak of their schemes against the queen. The Chancellor sent me a fruit basket last week to thank us for our efforts in helping the crown. It's working. Our reputation is secure. Our problem now is the Archbishop. His beady little eyes will be focused on us if we're not careful. You must evade him at all costs. For the next stage of their scheme, the counts must lower their faith to 4 or less in 4 seasons. Oh gosh. Somewhere in the march, a group of barons are touring Baron History Nerd's impressive trophy room. Once the tour is over, a bottle of brandy is uncorked, and the barons settle down for some light treason as a treat. It's not enough. The common folk couldn't care less about the Queen or her hoarded wealth. How are we supposed to incite an uprising in this climate? Oh, if ads are about to start, we always take a break while ads are running because we have 3 minutes of ads every hour so that we're uninterrupted for the next hour. So, but we will take a break when they start running. And thank you so much, Jazz. You're currently on a 7 stream streak. That is crazy. Thank you so much for being here. We should start by ensuring the Queen actually has some wealth to flaunt. A shame the Queen seems determined to be destitute. Perhaps she's just really bad with money. The barons aim to raise the treasury to 2,000 or more. Recruiting a wizard. Down in the south, a Grand E tethered set is practicing their swordplay, cutting a dummy to ribbons. Any luck finding a wizard to aid our cause? Nay, I'm afraid not. Queen Rose is weak, and the wizards are satisfied that they don't need to worry about royal meddling in their affairs. We must try harder. The grannies aim to raise authority to 5 or more. So far, it's literally just the counts who are succeeding. And this is where I tax you all. So, barons and grannies, you're getting taxed. I'm sorry, you've got the lowest defiance. I'm going to tax you to hell. Eligible option. Let's start there. I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young candidate from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be securing a powerful alliance. Yes, I know. Did I hear taxes? Your mother leads you to the Great Hall, where she's arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. That's exactly what I needed. Oh, gosh. Your mother leads you... Oh, no! I completely forgot that if the treasury gets too high, that it's exactly what you need. I forgot how foolish I was. Your mother leads you to the Great Hall where she's arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Wait, I don't get to meet them. There's no time for sentiment. You just need a match that benefits your station and suits your political need. She whisks away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Desmond, the eldest son of the Eastern Cat Dynasty. He's a good-looking one, and not a bad word is said about him. Everyone likes him. See that beautiful fur coat he's wearing in the portrait? Wolf pelt. Hunted it himself. He's always planning something, they say. Schemes within schemes. Victory is in my hands. Not if I use all my money before. From the south, I don't even know how to pronounce that name. Is it like Zakinthia? I don't know. The eldest heir of the Jazz lineage. They're reputed to have an ego the size of sun, but there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? They've been in more duels than I can count and won them all. Oh, and they've been involved in several high-profile affairs over the year. Major scandals. And finally, we have the Marches offering to Becca. It's history nerd bloodline, a typical baronet, really, loud and brash and self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. Like most of the barons, her great passion is hunting. No beast is safe from her crossbow, and nor is she actually. She walks with a limp ever since she shot herself in the shin trying to hit a ferret. I hate all of them. Oh dear. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. See, Desmond sounded okay, but I don't like his scheming. But I might go with Desmond. Because I'm not really a fan of, like, the hunting, but, you know, it is what it is. I think Desmond is going to be it. Okay. Desmond it is. I don't like his scheming. I'm nervous for that. Okay. The adventurer you sent to my vineyard has not returned. How now I do not even have the money to pay my servants. I cannot sell the vineyard, for its worth has plummeted to 0. I'm gonna buy the vineyard. Oh, truly? I'll be happy to be rid of it. Grandy Seth happily signs the vineyard over to you for a modest sum. The Hordlings vanished from the property not long after, without you so much as lifting a finger. And look at that. The treasury is down. I'm going bankrupt. Renovate the vineyard and start making wine again. I'm going to renovate it. You order the renovations to begin. It will take some time to remove the influence of the vineyard's former residents, but it should be worth it in the long run. No, yes, treasury is down. No, I've been so excited to be poor. No, I'm going to be rich, okay? I'm going to be rich selling wine. Wine for everyone. Wine for all. Grandy Seth rushes into the council chamber, breathless and in disarray. Oh, ads. We'll wait. Shit. Yeah. For me. Yeah. Oh, we'll wait. So, how are we all? How are the subs? Everyone who is still here, and also on the YouTube side, if you are still here. How are we? How dare you not have turbo? I know. How dare you not be subbed? Joking. Jazz, you say, how dare you not have turbo, like you're not also a sub. What are you on about? You're just flexing on everyone. And now you're flashing out the emotes. Man, I miss ads. Not joking. No, turbo I think is pretty good, but my only upset with it is that obviously it's an alternative for supporting streamers, but I totally see the value in having it if you watch a lot of people, because obviously they still get turbo money, and obviously it means that everyone else, you don't have to watch ads across multiple streams, so it is really good. I sub for emotes. I know you do. What emotes? Stop. They don't make ads in certain languages, really. And supporting friends. Yes, I know. We appreciate you, Jazz. You're always supporting. But I really like Turbo as a viewer, but as a streamer I feel conflicted about it. But I appreciate that, it's expensive to sub to loads of people if you watch a lot of people, which I do. I just sit through the ads. I like it. What are you all doing? Why are you just spamming emotes now? I wish I could have my emotes on YouTube. I don't know if there's a way to do that or not. But one day. Panda, welcome in. I pay extra for no ads. Ads are gross. What, on YouTube or just in general? Panda, welcome in. How are you? Bro flexing. Ads should end in a minute anyway, but in general, yeah, I think the only thing I really pay for is Spotify, and I have my Prime sub. I don't really pay for subs at the moment for anyone. I used to, but I don't anymore. Because it's just not really in the budget, so I appreciate those who can't. Turbo is a great deal, I think, for that, because I watch so many people, so it is worth it. But I don't know. I don't like the idea of Twitch getting my money. How are you? How are you, Panda? How's the present shopping going? You're back. For me, it says everyone has 3 seconds left. I'm just going to wait, and then we're going to carry on. So apparently everyone should be back. Hopefully. So we'll just get back into it. So Seth rushes into the council chamber, breathless and in disarray. You look like you haven't slept for weeks. weeks. That's because I've been placed under a curse. Look, my hair is falling out in chunks. Perhaps you're ill or old. It was one of my peasants. I saw it in her eyes. She's an evil witch. It went well. I'm glad. Have the so-called witch tested. Oh gosh. Not the witch trials. Send scholars to the southern land to find an explanation. Or have accursed Seth sent to the east to relax. I kind of want to have the witch tested. Voting. Wasn't me. Over my dead body is Seth going to the east to have a relaxing holiday. Ugh, everyone, you're betraying me here. This is a betrayal. Just come home from buying some groceries and presents. Please come and have a vacation. Oh my gosh, why do you all want him to have a holiday? To be fair, everyone's voting for the trade to go up. I see you. I know. Can I change my vote? No, unless she takes mine. Yeah, once you get a vote, that's it. So you have to think it through carefully before you vote. There is like a monarch choice that lets people swap their vote, but it's not active because I have Iron Choice active and I never really typically pick that one because why would I want to help you guys? Okay. I see we want to send him off to a holiday. I get it. That would be wonderful. A change of pace, some fresh air. Perfect. Most pleasing. Be sure to bring plenty of coin. The trip is a resounding success, with Seth and their entourage praising Eden's hospitality. The East soon becomes a popular destination for those looking to improve their health. Throw him in the well. Okay. That is the end of the season. I really like this one, and I normally swap it out for Monarch Route. Oh, right, the wedding broke again. I know, just spent it all in your kingdom. Like, what? Your wedding to Desmond is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Desmond at your side. Do you take this man as your lawfully wedded husband? I do, unfortunately. Then I pronounce you queen and husband. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new husband, Desmond, laps up the attention, delivering a witty speech in which he flatters you outrageously. By the time you find yourself alone with Desmond, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. You dance so very beautifully. It was such a wonderful day, wasn't it? Yeah, sure. You endure a long conversation in which Desmond seemed determined to flatter you relentlessly and agree with everything you say. By night's end, you still don't know who Desmond really is. His real personality is concealed beneath 100 layers of etiquette. You go to your separate bedchambers, still strangers. I don't think I've ever had a wedding where we haven't gone to separate bedchambers at the end. Like, I feel like I got really close once and it didn't go well. I think the groom ended up crying or something like that. Vineyard renovations. I bring good news and strange news. The renovations of your new vineyard in the south are complete to my satisfaction. In addition, my workers found spoons. Too many to count. Perhaps left behind by the hoardlings that infested place. They are known to hoard things after all, and it is in the name. Sell the spoons, the newly renovated property, spoons included. Take no chances and burn the whole thing down. Clear the spoons out and then open up the vineyard. Clear it out. It's a long process, but before long you have a swanky new vineyard, complete with a spacious spoon-free wine cellar. One question remains: what to do with the spoons? Hoard them for yourself, dispose of them, gift them back to the grandees, or sell them back to the grandees? I'm going to sell them back. That still leaves me under the 2,000 threshold. The grandees are affronted that you had the audacity to sell them their own property back, but they pay up all the same. It's just as said, no one wants to eat soup with a fork. Okay, here we go. Your Grace, heed my plea. The great tragedy of our time has befallen the East. Someone died? Worse than that, I fear. An order of once great knights has fallen into disrepute. In the order of the Gossamer Shield, your majesty. They were once the greatest of the knightly orders to serve the counts. Their virtues were extolled by bards across the land, tales that would make even a troll weep. But they've been bought low. They're working as glorified bounty hunters for the South. This is a stain on the honour of the East. Nonsense. Our military has suffered some setbacks recently, so we hired Gossamer Security to keep order. For a pretty penny, I might add. Gossamer Security has been solving the problem we want solved and kicking the buttocks we wanted kicked. Dravik Bones, Gossamer Security. How has it come to this? These are knights, not mercenaries, and they need reminding of a little thing called chivalry. How dare they? Please, your grace, I beg the council to be reasonable. Do we recall the order and restore its courtly dignity? Invest in Gossamer Security to help the South? Hire the order to join the Palace Watch? Or ignore the situation? I don't want to ignore it. Yeah, I actually... get rid of that. I actually want to veto recall the order because it doesn't seem like it's actually good for anything. Okay, I'm going to start the vote. How dare they? Hire the order to join the palace. That could be a good option. I quite like that one. Would anyone else like to vote before we move on? I feel like stability is looking pretty good at the moment. Oh, well, the counts are in agreement to hire the order to join the Palace Watch. I guess that's what we're going with. When they arrive in the palace, the Knights of the Gossamer Shield turn out to be... Oh my god, another panda! When they arrive in the palace, the Knights of the Gossamer shield turn out to be petty, argumentative, and ruthless, worlds away from the Countess Eden's romantic vision. But they are very, very efficient. On their first day, they catch a thief sneaking into your kitchens and beat him to a pulp. As for your honor guard, they and the order get on well. Certainly, they all have very high opinions of themselves. Okay, it is the end of the season. Down in the south, Seth is practicing their swordplay, cutting a dummy into ribbons. Suddenly, the sky turns black. A flash of light, a boom of thunder, and a figure stands where the charred scraps of the dummy used to be. I am Athmuril, Wizard of the Storm. Speak your peace, mortal, and be quick. I thought we might have a common goal. The Queen has been overstepping her bounds recently, hasn't she? This is undeniably true. Watching from the clouds, I have observed many grave injustices committed by the Queen's minions. Technically, the precipice of magic forbids me from intervening, but alas, my colleagues abandoned that rule long ago. I suppose I gain nothing from keeping to it still. One thing, though, you must deal with the bees on my behalf. Did you say bees? Yes. On this plane, they are simple insects, but in the apiary, the world of dreams and magic, they're powerful and intelligent and call themselves the dreams of being. They have an innate fondness for royalty and sometimes protect monarchs from magical interference. But they won't harm non-magical folk, beyond the occasional sting, so you can deal with them. For the next stage of their scheme, the Grandees must lower all regions' combined farming to 14 or less in 4 seasons. Is that it? Oh, the counts have got longer. Oh, gosh. Bankruptcy looms. I hate when it gives me this one. Suspicious night back. What is this one? Back from the hunt. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. This has gone on long enough. After yet another hunt, the king consort shot and killed a rare species of stag, found only in the southern woodlands. That's the 4th this month. We must curtail these hunts. The royals cannot get away with this wanton destruction of our countryside. Enough is enough, I demand a vote. You glance at Desmond as the nobles assemble for a vote. He shrugs. It was a beautiful stag. I hate him. Leave the laws as they are. Impose restrictions on hunting outside the Crownland and the March. And liberalise hunting laws. Allow for hunting anarchy. Okay, right. Voting is open. Leave the laws as they are? Really? Rakbo, welcome in. How are you? Are you going to join our game? How's everyone? I'm good. I'm good. How are you? Yes. You're good. You're good. I'm glad. It's good to see you. I'm going to leave the vote open for a little bit if anyone else wants to vote. Who has the least nobles? I think it's the barons. Yeah, so you'll join the barons. Yep. Do you want to vote as well? You're voting A. Wow, way to tie the vote. Okay. I'm going to impose restrictions. Just because I hate my husband, you know. Ninth, bless you, esteemed nobles, this will benefit all of us, I'm sure. Your husband looks on, a barely concealed frown forming on his lip. Seth, I waited ages. Be more on it, you know. Bankruptcy looms, suspicious. Let's do bankruptcy looms first, actually. The treasury's almost empty. Yeah. Let's get this one out of the way. Yeah, we know. Time to crack open the tombs. Defiance goes up. Don't really fancy that, but I could. Why do you hate your husband? He's just schemy, you know? He's got something going on. I don't like it. The buried gold isn't doing anyone any good. Time to desecrate some game. Yeah, and why do you hate your husband? Because it says he's up to something. He schemes. And why has he shot someone else's, like, stag? And then when you confront him about it, he's like, I don't care. It was a beautiful stag. I wanted it. You order the royal mausoleums dug into and looted. The result is quite a bounty. Gold masks, heaps of coins, precious jewels. Why is he short? Not everyone is as practical as your treasurer, however. The church denounce you as a grave robber. Nobles and peasants alike are disgusted by your greed. Yeah, well. Suspicious knights. You remember we hired those Eastern knights to join the Palace Watch? The Order of the Cobweb Seal or whatever? Oh, so you don't like a guy that schemes? Not really. Something's up. They're flashing far too much cash. Considering what we pay them, one of them has bought their horse a full set of gold teeth. They think they're so tough and better than us, even though we're all just mercenaries. Or what makes them so special? That's the issue with women these days. They don't like guys that scheme. As you see, they're not fitting in. But they are doing a great job keeping order in the city, and they're asking for their own barracks to keep them separate from the rabble. Or they're looking for a guy that doesn't scheme. Oh, most pleasing. That sounds like a good way to honour our fine order. Build a new wing of the palace for the Gossamer Knights. Refuse to coddle them. Investigate where they're getting their funds. Pay Countess Eden to teach them about chivalry. I quite like that one, actually. I'm going to go with that one. Okay. Yes, we do have a Discord as well, if you haven't already joined. We do play King of the Castle a lot. Most Thursdays we play it. So if you're not already in the Discord, please make sure to join. We are pretty active in there, and you get all the updates as well. Investigate where why didn't I even think about that? I do kind of want to know where they're getting their funds from. I feel conflicted. Does anyone else want to vote? Seth's always talking, and then when it comes time to vote, he disappears. Like, what the hell? Stealing them next. Oh, gosh. Don't forget, we are also live over on YouTube. Of course, you can't play the game over there, but you know, we are trying to reach 50 subs over there before the end of the year. So if you could, you know, please do go ahead and drop a sub over there. It's completely free. And it's a great place to catch all of the live streams if you do miss them. Okay, we want Eden to teach them about chivalry. We get it. We get it. Oh, how delightful. I hope this was my opportunity to shine. As soon as you've handed over the cash, Countess Eden hurries to the capital to bring the glory days of the East back to the Order of the Gossamer Shield. The glory days turn out to focus heavily on poetry, mostly sonnets. Moved by Countess Eden's passion, the knights throw themselves into it, spending their days reciting Eastern verses. Contemplating the rose garden, the palace becomes a sanctuary of thought, poetics, and dramatic monologues. Okay, we're auctioning again. Everyone should remember how to do the auction from last time. And I'm going to start it now. Sounds about right. Yeah, chivalry is just poetry. Funding D? Oh, to lower faith. Funding C as well. Did you get in there in time? You did. Faith, oh my gosh, you guys, this is what happened last time. Faith has gone down, faith has gone up. Oh. A terrible secret about let's start with the air. Your marriage to Desmond is not what you'd hoped. He seldom sleeps in your bed, and over breakfast you exchange only a few frosty words before he departs on a hunt. The last thing on your mind is procuring an heir, but the needs of the kingdom must prevail. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. Very happy, thank you. Yeah. You don't care, I'm happy. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured, even if they're a bastard or the youngest of your many cousins. Fine, my husband and I'll have a child. The traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling so you can get down to business. Oh gosh, a terrible. This is gonna be my husband. His schemes. Your Majesty, I bring urgent news. The Counts are deliberately eroding the power of the Church in the East. I feared the Church was in trouble. We have been in decline, alas, and now we know why, which is the worst part of all. The Counts are planning to hollow your mind and summon a demon to fill the void and take possession. By the time they're finished, you'll be nothing but a shell. The demon will take over body and soul. My thoughts exactly, Your Majesty. We must bring this sacrilege to the council's attention. Spread the word about the dangers of demons. Have the Queen bathed in holy water twice a day. The Counts are hardly a threat. Leave them to their business. Well, we're vetoing that. They are much a threat. Start a vote. Do we want to spread the word about demons? Or do we want to have the Queen bathed in holy water twice a day? Read the word about the dangers of demons. I agree. Oh my gosh. Eden, you would pick that because that's what it's your plan. It's your sorcery. Spread the word. Oh gosh. We need someone to break the tie again. Okay, right. I think we're gonna have to spread the word about the dangers of demons. Oh, Seth. Well, I picked the one you wanted anyway. All across the kingdom, priests deliver impassioned sermons on the dangers of the seventh god's agents. More and more citizens flock to the churches, and peasants place holy symbols in windows to protect their homes from demonic influence. But many nobles grumble about the church meddling in official matters. Is Queen Rose in charge or the Inquisition? Juicy profits. Good news for once, Your Majesty. Your vineyard in the south has drawn a healthy profit. The treasury is much happier for it. A solid return on an investment. Hopefully, the vineyard will continue to be profitable in years to come. Oh gosh, the barons are gonna continue. Oh gosh. A remarkable spot of moorland. Soon another joins them. Unfortunately, my lowborn are getting dreadfully devout. We're in no state to make a move against the Queen. It's far too dangerous. The High Inquisitor will pounce as soon as we do anything. The Count's aim is to lower faith to 4 or less. The fact that if we hadn't have got that vote, the Counts would have progressed crazy. A Baron history nerd is hosting yet another tour of his trophy room. Once everyone has finished admiring the new stuff line, they settle down to discuss the real reason for their meeting. The common folk are getting rowdy, and all thanks to us. Now they know how much the Queen is hiding, they're itching to get rid of her. Careful we don't get them too riled up, mind you, or they'll start asking questions about our wealth as well. Yeah, now is time to incite some real chaos. Show them that Queen Rose is not only greedy, but she's utterly incompetent too. For the next stage of their scheme, barons must lower stability to 4 or less in 4 seasons. Tax time. Now that I can just be as wealthy as I want, it doesn't really matter, does it? City in flames, a new baby. What? What's a new baby over here? Some fine news for my peasants in the east. A baby has been born on your birthday, bearing a birthmark in the shape of the number 9. A fantastic omen. Perhaps we should mark the occasion. The Queen will send her blessing. The Queen has no time for peasant brats. Gift the parents a bounty of jewels and fine wine. Or send the Inquisition to make sure the birthmark is real. Voting is open. Gift the jewels. The votes tied yet again. We need one more vote. Tie it, else I'm going to have to pick. Okay, well, Seth would throw the vote like that for me. Brilliant. By the blood of the dead, your grace, I can assure you there is no deception going on here. I'll be the judge of that. When the High Inquisitor returns, she is forced to admit the birthmark is indeed genuine, but her rude questions and threats have returned the local population against her. Brilliant. A city in flames. Your Highness, there has been a terrible fire in the city of Mesagrin. Where once there were buildings, there is now a field of smouldering ash. Dozens of lowborn have died. What caused the fire? A warehouse was storing lamp oil unsafely and in immense quantities. The owners were in the middle of haggling over prices when one of the merchants lit his pipe. Well, I'm sorry to hear your city's gone up in flames. Well, I was hoping the council might unlock some funds from the treasury so we could rebuild. Rebuild the city exactly as it was. Rebuild in stone rather than wood. Offer no help or introduce warehouse regulations so this can never happen again. Well, I want to veto offer no help. Voting is open. Do we have any more votes? Oh gosh. He didn't throw in the vote. We're just constantly torn between two. I honestly don't know which I think is better. I feel like rebuilding is pretty good, but then I also quite like that this one's gonna be good. It doesn't matter. Seth has voted and tied it. Most of the townsfolk celebrate that injustice has been done and future disasters have been that justice has been done and future disasters have been averted. Though the counts who bear the cost of rebuilding grumble that money would have been much more helpful. Drac of Bones, what is the point in having a queen in the first place? Meanwhile, merchants chafe against new regulations and many migrate to other regions where the laws are less restrictive. God above, what in the ninth name is that smell? A bit of lavender oil, a little rose. Well, it's vile. Stay away from me, if you please. Won't do you much good. Everyone in the march is bathing these days. All thanks to our aqueduct's pristine waters. Why, I've been bathing nearly once a fortnight. Sounds wonderful. It certainly is. In fact, the council should establish public bathhouses in cities all across the kingdom. By the ninth, really, in public? The degeneracy waiting to happen. I don't think that way. Warn the kingdom the dangers of bathing. Have the queen bathe in public to show the benefits. Build bathhouses. Let's build bathhouses. The voting is open. You want me to bathe in public? Akbo. Oh my gosh, guys. You all want me to bathe in public. This is crazy. You're all disgusting. You want me to bathe in public? It succeeds. Brilliant. The servants scurry to set up a huge golden tub in front of the palace. The nobles look on, along with the crowd of curious citizens. When you disrobe and sink into the steaming water, no one dares even crack a smile. I mean, you have to show the benefit to the people. That's the only reason, of course. Fetch the royal ducky, fit for queen. So soothing. So soothing. You close your eyes and allow relaxation to literally wash over you. Afterwards, you find yourself much calmer. Even the most grating council arguments fail to worry you. With such ringing endorsement, the popularity of bathing booms, with the barons at the forefront of the new trend. Soon, nobles travel to the march to enjoy the health benefits. Okay. Inviting a demon. Oh my gosh, they've actually succeeded. So I'm going to get invaded with a demon soon, and you're all letting it happen. I'm going to be possessed. Unremarkable spot of the morning. Soon another joins them. The church is scrambling for power. The High Inquisitor is losing her grip on the populace. Most pleasing. Then we can make our move unseen. We must invite a demon to possess the queen. The ancient books describe two demons, each attracted to different aspects of the human mind. Oh, you've got to vote. Okay. Count. This one's on you. Do you want to have the cockroach queen or the Duke of Greed? Please don't possess me with the cockroach queen. Vote out. Oh god. Not the cockroach queen. Why do you hate me? The cockroach queen was once a favoured servant of the ninth god, but when she betrayed him, he banished her to the deepest caves where she became a twisted agent of the seventh. She desires to rise to power once more. She will be attracted to a powerful queen whose authority is unquestioned. For the final stage of their scheme, the council must raise authority to 9. No, I'm happy with what I've got. Easing the tension. Right. Your Majesty, the nobles of the council tensions are running high, but the kingdom itself is stable. Perhaps it's time we forget our past troubles and come together as friends. What do you have in mind, Chancellor? We could exchange gifts or hold a friendly competition, a fashion show perhaps, or a game of riddles. Your Majesty, why don't we hold a vote on team building exercise to help you and the council trust each other again? Do we want to exchange gifts, a friendly fashion competition, a game of riddles, or this is a stupid idea? I'm going to veto this is a stupid idea because I don't want defiance going up. None of that. Friendly fashion competition. Oh, you got a cherry blossom? I'm a feel bonita. Oh gosh. Okay. Can't wait to see what you wear. Wonderful. I'll make the arrangements at once. A cash prize will go to the winning noble. You got to put your heart and soul into this. The nobles of the council begin murmuring a fashion show. They better buy some jewellery and dig out their finest outfits. Rogue Golem. A rogue golem has crossed into our territory over the ash medium border, Your Highness. This could be an exciting opportunity. What's a golem? A machine in the shape of a man, usually sculpted from clay or stone. The Ashmenians use them for drudge work and warfare. Why did it cross over here? It was instructed to dig a trench, but evidently not told when to stop. It had dug a 16-mile furrow through the landscape and over the border by the time we stopped it. Please, my liege, this is our chance to figure out how this golem magic works. We could even turn it against Ashmead. Your Majesty, the barons would drown their own grandmothers to gain advantage over Ashmead or over the counts and grandees. Golems are an offence to the Ninth God, but they're dangerous. We should destroy it before it gets out of control. Oh gosh, do we want to use it as a source of labour? Add it to the Marcher army, take it apart, find out its secrets, or destroy it? I don't know. I don't know, guys. I feel like taking it apart to figure out its secrets is a good choice. Add it to the... Well, you would want to add it to the March army, wouldn't you? I want a golem in my army. I'm not surprised. Oh gosh, you all want to add it to the March army. Okay, I take it we just want to add it to the Marcher army, right? We know from first-hand experience how well these golems fight. It'll be a wonderful addition to our troops. The golem lives... Oh my gosh, it succeeded. The golem lives to its reputation. On its first test run, blades pop out of its wrists and slice a training dummy in half, as well as the wall behind it. Your Majesty, a young marcher monk named Gidelfrith seeks an audience. He's writing a book and has a small request. I can vouch for his seriousness. Show him in, surely. Thank you for seeing me, Your Majesty. I'm writing a history of your reign, but research is costly. I was wondering if you might donate a little to support my efforts. Yeah. Well, I try to be an unbiased historian, but for you, Your Majesty, I'll make an exception. Thank you for seeing him, Your Majesty. Can't wait to read his book. He's trying to write a complete history of the kingdom. Oh my gosh. I doubt it'll be ready but until long after we're both dead. Brilliant. Oh gosh. Down in the south, Sev is visiting the wizard Athmorel in her tower, floating on an island amid the clouds. I walked through the apiary last night and dreams of being still ruled their crystalline cities. What's taking so long? Please, just give me a few more months. By the 9th, I won't let you down. Hurry up, I am not accustomed to failure. Sparks fly from Athmorel's fingers and Seth yelps in pain. Their hair stands on edge. The Granny's aim is to lower all regions' combined farming to 14 or less. You're way out from 14. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, the fashion show. Let's do the air first. Should I die? I ask my crown be passed down to my daughter, of course. What's her name? Rose the Second. Don't be silly. Congratulations on finding an heir. Yeah. Feel your ambition. Fashion show. You enter the council hall to find it transformed. The walls are bedecked with mirrors and jewels, and the long table has been repurposed as a catwalk. Your Majesty, the kingdom's very first fashion show. Remember, you'll be voting on which of the nobles is best dressed. Countess Eden sweeps down the catwalk imperiously, casting an icy glance in your direction. You'll vote for me if you know what's good for you. I like the enthusiasm. Baron Rakobo stomps down the catwalk with a face like thunder. Once he reaches the catwalk's end, he strikes a formidable pose, arms folded, legs apart. This is a total waste of time. Splendid, stunning. Jazz dances down the catwalk with a sword in their hand, fencing against an imaginary opponent. Once they reach the catwalk's end, they swish their sword over the shoulder and bow deeply. My current attire is practical and attractive. A devastating display. And of course, our last competitor is the queen herself. Get up on that stage. Sashay down the catwalk with as much style as you can muster. It succeeds. You pout and pose and pirouette like a pro. The nobles applaud until dust falls from the ceiling. Oh gosh. I couldn't name myself. Oh gosh. Oh, you're voting, not me. Okay. Yeah, sure. Vote for who you think should win. Not Rakbo voting for Rakbo. I love that. You're a winner in my eyes. Don't worry. And the winner is the Queen. Congratulations, Your Majesty. Of course, it just means that you get your own prize money back, but it's nice to know that the nobles think you're stylish or that they're eager to suck up to you. Either way, one's a win. The printing press. Your Highness, a blacksmith in the East has come up with some sort of printing contraption. Instead of relying on the painstaking effort of our scribes, it produces hundreds of copies of text an hour. How remarkable. Yes, Your Grace, isn't technology wonderful? Don't you see how dangerous this is? Books should stay in churches and universities, or else commoners will start getting ideas. Do we want to allow printing presses to be used by the masses? Only the church may use printing presses. Only the university may use printing presses. Or forbid the use of printing presses altogether. Vote away. The percentage, the chance of it succeeding. Allow printing press to be used by the masses. I agree. Let the I was gonna say let the commoners get ideas, and then Eden was like, nope, ban it, ban the printing press. Eden hates science. You heard it here first. She doesn't believe in science. Allow printing presses to be used by the masses. Oh gosh, am I gonna be turned into a demon? You're going to get this one day, Your Majesty. Ignorance is the only thing keeping the common folk in line. Ban. Nonsense, you're just jealous. In the end, both are right. The March develops a thriving publishing industry, but as more and more books are printed, radical ideas begin to spread. Ideas like maybe peasants deserve rights, and should we even have a queen at all? Oh, thank God, it went down. Oh. Auction time. Auction is now open. What are we funding? Stability down. Oh gosh. And Eden, you are trying to fund authority to go up. Of course you are. You want to see me get possessed by the cockroach queen. We understand. Did you not have 400? Oh, no, you did vote, Eden. It's supposed to be fund. Ads jail. Oh, wait. Sorry. We will wait for the ads to end. Sorry. I forget that the hour's, like, coming up, you know? We will wait until the ads are over. Let me know when you're out of the ads. We should have 2 minutes left. It's because we've been going for so long. Normally, but I think we are getting towards like the end of our run. So this might be the last ads we have. Welcome back from the ads. I think you're a little bit fast there, mix it up, because I don't think anyone is back from the ads. Are we back? We're back. We're back. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be a peacekeeper. You've succeeded on that front. The kingdom is peaceful, and you're renowned for your mercy and wisdom. Well done, your majesty. But to shut down your nobles scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. The common folk are a sleeping giant that even the nobles are afraid to wake. If you become beloved by the peasants, the nobles won't dare overthrow you for fear of revolution. My advice, on the other hand, would be to infiltrate each region with loyal spies, defeat their schemes with schemes of our own, but the Chancellor has other ideas. I want to become beloved by the common folk. Wise decision, your majesty. I'll begin recruiting town criers to shout about your achievements to the masses. But first you need some actual achievements. Your priority is to raise the kingdom's stability and overall farming as much as you can. And of course, there can't be open rebellion among the nobles. Your majesty, lamentably, there have been some strange things happening at the newly built observatory. But I'd rather keep it quiet for now. The other nobles can be so judgmental. I don't want people to think I don't have a grip on my observatory. Tell me more. Odd symbols are being painted on the bricks of the observatory. No one knows where they're coming from, but those who look at them too long grow restless and feverish and must flee. I'll keep it quiet for now. Much appreciated, Your Highness. What should we do, Your Highness? It's horrible for visitors. Paint over them. Hire some peasants to give a fresh lick of paint to the observatory. As soon as new symbols appear at the next dawn, they are painted over before midday. That went smoother than I expected. Hopefully this is the last we'll hear of it. Hang on, the dog wants to loosen out. Then, what do you want? Come on, in the basket. There we go. She wants out, but she also wants to stay. I don't know. She's odd. Go then. Where do you want to go? Oh, I don't know. A blood red comet was spotted in the night sky over the south. Your Majesty, the slaves are claiming it to be a terrible omen. The common folk are on the verge of panic. Is there anything I can do? Tell the church to dispel such baseless superstitions. I tell them it's nothing to worry about. It's just peasants. I think we can dispel the baseless superstitions. It succeeded. The priestess of the south preached that the comet is actually a good omen due to its new interpretation of an obscure cluster of stars. Fortunately, the church is trusted enough in the south that the peasants believe their pastors. The comet is celebrated as a sign of the ninth god's favour. Back in the March, Baron History Nerd had met with his co-conspirators once again. Brandy had been passed around in good measure. But there seems to be a little cause for celebration. It's no good. The common folk are losing momentum. If we don't keep up the pressure, they'll go back to living their normal lives in peace. Lazy good for nothing, can't even get off their backside for one measly revolt. We have to keep them unhappy, don't allow the Queen time to stabilise. The Baron's goal is to lower the kingdom's stability to 4 or less. Tax. I can afford to tax the counts. Plus they're trying to possess me, so. Ambition. Beloved. Your Majesty, the common folk are swayed as easily as a dandelion in the gale. I'm confident that we can make them adore you. This will be the biggest public relations campaign the kingdom has ever seen. You'll tour the kingdom giving speeches, town criers will declaim your great deeds from every corner. Can't we do something to actually help? The nobles would never accept it. You need to secure your hold on power, then you can pass whatever reforms you like. A few days later, the Chancellor is helping you prepare for your first big speech. The peasants demand my presence. You're hustled out onto your palace balcony, below which a sea of expectant and unwashed faces gaze up at you. As you step out into view, they erupt into cheer. Hats are thrown into the air. Someone faints with joy. Everywhere you've gone, you're met with the same reception. The public like you. They really like you. But you need to turn that into love. As you launch into your speech, the peasants hang on to your every word. The crowd grows and grows. When you wrap up, the peasants cheer so loud that you're nearly knocked over. Well done, Your Majesty. That went brilliantly. You did. Now let's take this show on the road. Over the next few weeks, you travel all over the kingdom, delivering the same speech to packed venues. Everywhere you go, you're greeted by cheers and applause. Things are going wonderfully. The common folk of the March even want to throw you a surprise banquet to celebrate your achievements. How delightful. This is a sign that you're a true queen of the people, Your Majesty. This has nothing to do with the nobles. It's all about ordinary folk, the salt of the earth. Exactly what I wanted. I'm so glad, Your Majesty. Oh, it failed. After a few weeks, the Chancellor slides into office looking downcast. I had a letter from the Mayor of the March. He's eager to get the banquet set up, but he doesn't have the food for it. I'm afraid it's been delayed. We couldn't have the Queen of the Kingdom attending a substandard banquet. Oh, goodness me, no. Can't we pay for it? It's meant to be a surprise, Your Majesty. We need to make sure there's enough food across the kingdom for your party. That's how we'll make the people really fall in love with you. To improve your chance of victory, focus on increasing the kingdom's farming as much as possible in the next 2 seasons. The challenge will decrease in difficulty with each failed attempt. Brilliant. Okay. A new contraption, Your Majesty. A baron by the name of History Nerd wants to present you with a new invention. We are entering a modern age, a more humane age, yet botched executions are commonplace. Decapitations where the heads don't come off, or hangings where it does. No more. Behold, a merciful machine for removing heads quickly and painlessly. He swishes away the cloth to reveal a huge machine of iron and wood. It has a hole for someone to place their heads and a heavy blade dangling ominously above it. The sight sends a chill down your spine. How efficient. Precisely. You'll send 12 heads a-rolling in the time it'll take an ordinary executioner to chop through a single neck. With little funding, Your Majesty, I can distribute it across the kingdom. Okay, we'll bring it to the council. Fund a nationwide rollout, test it on himself, or ban this horrid contraption. I'm gonna do call for unity. Voting is open. Test it on himself. Yeah, fair enough. Does anyone else want to vote? Is that it? We're just going to test it? Okay, let's go. Voting has closed. Test it on himself. What? No, I just wanted to help people. Dragged to watch Captain. His head is forced into the hole. No, please. Okay. Wow, that is helpful. With the value now proven, you take money from Baron's estate to fund the rollout across the kingdom. Soon you're chopping through the backlog of condemned prisoners with unprecedented speed and unprecedented mercy. Your Grace, you recall the symbols that kept showing up on our observatory and were causing people to run away? Someone's been painting... Yeah. But now someone's carving them. And we've discovered a network of abandoned tunnels beneath the observatory itself. The tunnel walls are carved with those same symbols. When I tried going inside, my legs wouldn't move. I could do nothing but run away. What should we do? Do we want to hire adventurers to explore the tunnels? Have the tunnels flooded? Send a scholar to live with it while she investigates? Yeah, I'm going to veto C. Voting is open. What do we want to vote for? I feel like that's a good option, yeah. So we have to go into the tunnels and explode them. No, that would damage the observatory, but please just be careful. Oh yes, it'll be fine. Nothing could go wrong. Oh god. On the day of their descent, crowds of Eastern citizens gathered to watch and cheer. The adventurers did not return for some time. What is this? Clairvoyant. Your Majesty, Your Grace. The cat has been having prophetic dreams. It's true. I can part the veil between now and some ways off. I look to the future and it speaks through me. No more, no less. For instance, Rakabo should beware of birds for the next season. And I saw a vision of History Nerds II bodies floating away on dark water. What? Great God. Please, Your Majesty, have them foretell the future for the council. We could gain insight into great mysteries. Oh, gosh. I think we should make them an advisor. What can go wrong? Voting is now open. Vote A, let RNG decide. Oh, God. Spreads a dark velvet cloth on the floor, sits cross-legged and closes their eyes. After a moment silent, they gasp. Failed. Grim tidings, Your Majesty. Let me gather myself so I may understand what lies ahead. I foresee whispers of deceit, confusion, and tumult. Beware, beware. Oh no, I'm sorry, Your Highness. I'm sure this is all a trick. Come on, get out of here. Eden hauls them away. Their raised voices fade down the hallway. Sure enough, the Chancellor soon reports a new trade agreement with Ashmead that puts the kingdom at a great disadvantage. Cat must have known what they were talking about. We found something beneath the Eastern Observatory. No loot, alas, but a man. Sickly and pale, he claimed not to have seen sunlight for years. He's been sneaking out to draw those symbols under the cover of darkness. He's saying that the symbols are protective wards to keep the building from harm. I'm not so sure. He seems harmless, but completely unhinged. Harmless? It's evil magic, that's what it is. This warlock can only be cleansed with fire. I have no idea, sure. Voting is open. You're really gonna let him? Okay. Despite the High Inquisitor's protest, you put the Eastern Observatory out of your mind. Unfortunately, the peasants do not. Panic spreads. Seth, you gotta be quick with it. The symbols are seen as a demon's work. Many scholars refuse to even enter the observatory for fear of the strange magic. My liege, I need help with my peasants. The march is prosperous and living conditions are improving, but they still want more. They've gone on to strike, demanding better pay and fewer hours. Many have thrown down their tools and started squatting on my property. I want to give them what they're asking. Oh. Well. But trade is high. The peasants are still organising a banquet in your honour. Succeeding. After a few weeks, the Chancellor sidles into your office looking pleased with himself. The Tonefolk and the March are ready for your visit. That's right, Majesty. Please keep up the pretense. You make preparations to leave. Although it's meant to be a surprise, you may as well bring some essential luxuries. Oh god, I forgot about this man. Your husband steps up into the carriage and settles beside you looking out the window. I do hope this is pleasant. This is very nice, don't you think? Very nice indeed. I'm so glad you agree, Your Majesty. Little Rosa makes the Chancellor play increasingly undignified make-believe games on the journey. You finally arrive in the Marcher capital. Everywhere the people line the streets, hang out of windows, cheering your procession. Baron Rakbo stalks up to you and bows. His smile is very rigid. What ho, my liege? How good to see you! Surprise! Oh my gosh! I had no idea. The Marcher commoners have decided they support the crown so much they've put on a party in your area. Oh my gosh, I'm overcome. It's quite understandable. It was a surprise for all of us. Voices of praise follow you as you travel to the banquet hall. Townsfolk throw flower petals in your path. Baron Rakbo's faith is like thunder. When you enter the banquet hall, the national anthem strikes up and even more cheering arises. The hall is filled with Marcher townsfolk, but there is also common folk from all across the kingdom. In one corner, eastern peasants clap politely, looking dignified. The Chancellor looks stunned. I had no idea everyone got together for this. Let's party. The people roar in approval. You spend a week in the march, feasting and drinking and breaking bread with the commoners. But you can't be on holiday forever. Eventually, you return to the capital, where the council is in session. The nobles are arguing again. By the 9th, we have coin from the treasury. I found an ancient law stating the Saint is entitled to funds for southern sporting activities. No, we need gold for our businesses. The peasants aren't working hard enough and we're losing momentum. You think back to the gathered peasants, tradespeople, and merchants all cheering for you. So many of them cheering for you. Bringing the peasants into the council. You look over them and you can tell he's thinking back to the banquet in his town. Your Highness, of course. Even over a single day, it comes clear that the nobles are running scared. You have so much support from the ordinary people across the kingdom that nobles have realised just how outnumbered they really are. Merchants and peasants rub shoulders with aristocrats in council sessions, bringing fresh perspectives and the concerns of ordinary people to the throne for the first time. The kingdom grows truly harmonious. Even your crown feels lighter on your head when you put it on each morning. Your reign stretches out in front of you, full of hope, ready for a bright future. Unable to convince the peasants to act in time, the Baron's scheme quickly fizzled into irrelevancy. Perhaps next time they take matters into their own hands, instead of hinging their plans on whims of common folk. Shortly after Queen Rose's reign ended, the Inquisitors raided Cat's castle and placed them under arrest for evil magic. As they burned, they screamed the secret name of the seventh god. The attempt to woo Athmorel to the southern cause was doomed to failure. Eventually, the wizard, bored of these mortal quabbles, flew up to the clouds, leaving Seth without help. It's nice to be loved, especially when you're loved by an entire kingdom. Queen Rose rode a surge of public adoration for another 15 years of carousing, feasting, and popular reform, which they promptly undone after her passing, but the peasant thought it was nice while it lasted. So, I hate that man. Game length 3 years, 3 months. Thank you. I had fun. I always have fun with this game, but there you go. Yeah, it was good. Next time we play, we'll continue. So whenever I win, I always continue with like the air. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. Hopefully you did too. I'm so glad we're bringing back Twitch integration nights. I just want to check if anyone else is playing this game at the moment. Oh, someone else is, but actually, are they? No, they're not. Oh gosh, who shall we raid out to then? I think we should raid out to Tin. Tin's online, and Tin is a good friend. So let us send over to Tin, who is also a fellow UK streamer. So And I think they're playing Minecraft again, so that'll be so much fun. Yes, let's do that. Let's do that. So we have to do exclamation mark raid. So these are the raid messages. If you are a follower, please use the top one, and if you are a sub, please use the bottom one. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. I'm so glad that we got this back. Saturday, we're back for Stardew Saturdays. We're trying to finish the fishing collection, get that legendary. I think we're in summer, so I don't know, something like that. Thanks for the stream. I hope you get some rest. Thank you so much. Thank you, Panda, for being here as always. I really appreciate you all being here. So much. And like I say, we'll be back on Saturday for more fun. But for now, I'm going to send you all over to Tin for the rest of your night or day, whatever time zone it is for you. And I will catch you all in the Discord or, next time. Bye, guys.